Today on this Money Monday segment, we are taking a closer look at a growing trend in Buffalo real estate through investing in properties that some may overlook. Buffalove Development is strengthening neighborhoods and inspiring growth around the city of Buffalo. Today, we're joined by the founders of Buffalove Development. We have Bernice Radel and Jason Wilson. Now, we're talking about efforts to sort of bring inspiration back to certain Buffalo communities. But before we get into exactly what this means, tell us a little bit about Buffalove Development.
Well, it's hard sometimes. We don't know which one should start, right? Of course.
Why do you start today, please?
Buffalove Development aims to rehab underutilized and vacant properties in Buffalo, New York. Right now, we're focused on the west side. We live, work, and play there, and we've been rehabbing houses on the west side.
So I want to point out that this is actually a side project for you. Both of you have, primary jobs, and you do this sort of in your spare time. So when we start talking about revitalizing houses in Buffalo neighborhoods, what does this actually sort of include? Where does this start, and what's the process look like?
It really starts with us being familiar with the neighborhoods. We're both longtime renters and residents of the city of Buffalo, originally both from Niagara County, and it's really having some almost frustration, just wanting the community to be better, and instead of just sitting around and asking and asking and asking, it gives us the opportunity to actually do and actually have an impact.
And I'd say that both Jason and I work in buildings all day long. I'm actually an energy efficiency consultant for Buffalo Energy. I always do want to do Buffalove Energy. And Jason works at Preservation Buffalo Niagara. So we both are in buildings all day long. So we live and breathe buildings. So why not take our work and then do some sort of side project in buildings?
So you find a house that needs a little bit of love, and then what's the next step? Do you purchase it?
Yep. We picked up a couple houses at the in-rem auction. We've also purchased a house for $1 from a landlord who wanted to demolish a house. So we typically find houses that are vacant and we buy them, and then we start rehabbing them.
So we're taking a look at some of these pictures from some of the recent houses that you've been reviving. Now, once the houses are complete, what's the next step after that?
The next step after that is hopefully eventually to sell to really great families. In our philosophy, that's the #1 thing that really stabilizes neighborhoods is owner-occupied units. You have individuals who are really vested in the community, who will go out and attend a block club meeting, start a block club meeting, start mowing vacant lots that have been abandoned. So that's ultimately the next step, and then we would just move on to the next property, the next project, the next neighborhood.
Now, this is generating a lot of buzz in Buffalo, but you've also reached a much larger scale. You were recently featured in the New York Times. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was really exciting. I connected with Penelope Green, who is the reporter for the Home and Garden section, back in February of last year, and it was regarding background information on another article she was writing, but I took the opportunity to give her an earful of what was going on in Buffalo, what we were doing, and I kept on following up to the point that she wanted to come out here and write a story at the end of October, early November, and so it's great. It's good for the city. It's great for us. We're really pleased.
Now, here on Winging It, we featured a lot of people that are helping these communities. We've had, community gardens. And this, in addition to that, do you think Buffalo's kind of coming out of a little bit of a hibernation? We're starting to restore these new neighborhoods at a much faster rate than before.
Buffalo is definitely rebounding. I mean, it's on the move, as the president has said. That's true. We believe it. Our friends believe it. Our family believes it. Everyone feels Buffalo changing, the whole momentum and the vibe, and it's amazing to be a part of it.
Now, for people that are hearing this story, maybe they want to learn a little bit more about it, maybe they want to donate some time, get involved. Where can we find more information?
Sure. We have a website, buffalovedevelopment.com, and all of our information is on there. We're also on Facebook, and you can Google either one of us, and I'm sure a lot of things will come up related to houses. So we're all over the internet.
All right, well, thank you two so much for joining us today, and of course we'll post that website onto our website, so you'll have that link.